Salve família de boa, Tonello aqui para mais um episódio do Wild Talk. Hoje conversando de novo com um jogador da Sentinels, porém dessa vez o Mali, ele que foi eleito aí, né, apontado como um dos melhores mid laners do NA, inclusive um dos jogadores para se ficar de olho e realmente, se tem um cara que joga muito nesse time, esse cara é o Mali, então bora trocar uma ideia. To start things off, I'd like you to tell me a bit about how you came to Wild Rift and how it's been competing in the game so far.
I've played mobile games before. I used to play Brawl Stars and was kind of a professional Brawl Stars player for a bit.
Mhm.
And when Wild Rift came out to NA, I switched to it because I played League before too. So I thought it'd be fun to play. And at first I just played with like my some Brawl Stars friends, and we made it. We weren't that good, but we had some tournament results, and then specifically, I think people saw that I was not bad on that team, and eventually I joined a different team called like Chonk Turtles, and we placed like top four in regionals. After that tournament, I asked to try out for Sentinels.
Oh, okay. You asked for it then.
Uh, I think it's because Michael Udall actually had to step down because of an injury, which was their
Mm-hmm.
previous mid laner. So
Mm-hmm.
they're looking for like tryouts and stuff. And
And then about the WNS finals, how was it for you to be and to play at LAN? Did you have any experience before with that?
I had no experience before, but it was a really good experience. And I think I wasn't too nervous about the stage or anything. It
Hmm.
was just honestly, it just felt like I was playing from home. It was like the same thing.
And what do you think you could have done better to get the win against Immortals?
I think one thing we could have done was maybe practice on the phones a little more because I previously played on an iPhone 13 Plus,
Hmm.
and then I think the phone at the LAN was like an Xperia phone or was like an Android, and I had never played like on Android before.
Hmm.
So I think it was definitely a little different for me. And getting there, I only had like a couple days to adjust. So definitely could have been a smoother transition, I think.
Okay, it makes sense, totally. And you were mentioned by the official Wild Rift Esports account as one of the mid laners to be aware of coming from NA. So does that put pressure on you for icons?
Not really.
You were cold, man. Okay, okay. And what if people ban your assassins or your most comfort zone champions? Do you have anything different to try out on the global stage?
I don't think it's possible to ban out every champion, to be honest. I think I have a pretty wide champ pool. But that being said, I do think I can still work on expanding it even more and playing some more unique picks like Singed Mid, and yeah, specifically Singed Mid because I think that in other regions it's been working out really well.
Yeah, even in Brazil as well, we had a lot of Singe mid and was extremely played and well played. And talking about the NA region in general, what's your take on the NA teams and about level of performance, level of gameplay when compared to other regions?
I think the top four NA teams are all pretty good actually, but I think the level does drop down after that. I think part of the reason is because of like there's not many orgs,
Hmm.
so a lot of like for example, a really good team called Enemy like probably was top two or top three last season and was consistently top two or top three this season too, but they were never able to find an org, and like their players just kind of lost motivation, and that team just didn't really stick together.
Okay, I see. And I actually talked to Rest some days ago, and he said he's got like two jobs and now he's married and all, but you're very young, right? So, do you have any other obligations outside of Wild Rift?
I used to go to college actually still, or
Hmm.
not anymore, but I used to. I think in like December or something, I decided to take like a gap year and
Hmm.
fully pursue this Wild Rift.
And it's working, right?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
on Icon, so congratulations for that. And talking about specifically Icons right now, what are your expectations regarding the championship?
I think my expectations is to at least make it out of play-ins
Hmm.
and then try to go as far as possible in the group stage too.
Yeah, great. And did you like the group you were drawn into?
Yeah, I think it was a solid group. I think it could have been a lot worse. Specifically, like we got no China teams,
Mm-hmm.
and I think China's like one of the best regions, or probably the best.
Totally. Yeah, I agree with you. And actually, Rest said the same. Oh, we got lucky because we got no China teams, right?
Yeah.
So it's a bit better. And talking about the Brazilian region right now, how do you feel about debuting against Liberty, one of the Brazilian teams, right away?
I don't know too much about Liberty. I think it's one of the Brazilian teams that I haven't heard too much of.
Hmm.
So I'm not too sure. I guess I will probably end up watching like some VODs and doing some research on them. But as of right now, I'm actually not too sure like how good they are, to be honest.
Okay. What teams of Brazil have you heard about? Have you watched the game, maybe?
I think I remember Vivo Key
Hmm.
something.
What do you think about the Brazilian region in general? I know you probably have not watched many of our games, but what do you think of the region in general?
I think the region can definitely not be like underestimated or overlooked. I think in like uh outside of the Asian teams, I think they definitely have a pretty good chance. Like in the Western region, I guess. I don't know how to
Hmm.
explain it.
Yeah, sure. That's okay. I mean, TSM won 2-1 against Tribe, and then because of other results, we say, oh, Brazil is the best region of the West. So, what's your take on that?
I think that's definitely fair to say right now, but I want to at this year at Icons, I want to definitely do better than what Tribe did and kind of show NA or show what NA has to offer.
And now, to wrap it up, I'd like you to send a final message to the Brazilian audience who will probably be watching you, right? So, leave a message to them, please.
I know it's probably not expected from like the rest of the regions, but hopefully Liberty and Sentinels can make it out of plans together.
E é isso, valeu, Mali, tamo junto demais, cara. E, de novo, você deixa o likezão agora, se inscreve aí no canal, comenta aqui o que você achou, né? E pá, os caras parecem que estão ali ainda demorando um pouquinho pra ver o jogo do Brasil, isso é bom pra gente, né? Quanto menos eles estudarem, melhor pra gente. E espero que seja assim depois no resultado, né? E você acha que vai dar pra passar Brasil e NA realmente naquele grupo D? Eu acho difícil, mas quem sabe, né? E é isso, tamo junto.